start with, I know this whole conference is about AI, and then we have seen many of these panelists talk about AI, but sometimes AI is a little bit of a misused word, I would say, because people interchangeably use that for many functions, right? So, starting with, if I have to say AI, how it is changing, Jeevan said the right thing, right? 15 or 11 years back, we all were talking about cloud migrations. But now what is happening, cloud migration or cloud is the in thing. It's like a normal state of life in any of you. All the people who are CIOs here will agree that you cannot think of any more longer the on-premise version. We all think cloud is the way of life, right? So that way AI in the next few years, not 10 years like cloud it took, but it is significantly changing, and it will change the way we work, the way we live, way we dream, way we drive. Everything. Like I own a Tesla, and it is changing everything we do, right? So if I have to talk about the various facets on which AI is touching our life, so let's take about first the areas, right? So if you talk about automation and efficiencies, AI is helping us build, with the help of RPA-induced AI, we are helping us eliminate all the manual and repetitive tasks, right? So that's first action. Second action is in terms of efficiency and customer service. It is helping us have chatbots. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this airline called Indigo. We have a chatbot which is actually doing reservations, offering itineraries for that, and it is actually not some human sitting behind there. It is an actually AI based on the preferences of various travelers is coming up with the recommendations. And then in an alternative sense, it is actually upselling as well, offering you other additional products as from their market repository. So it is playing a distinct role in actually increasing the additional revenue streams you get in this particular area as well. If we take into care of technology, cybersecurity, and we saw some of the slides with some of the panel members were talking about it. UAE also is investing significantly in the cybersecurity area, especially with the partnership Microsoft has with G42 as well. So the point is that technology is changing significantly, at least AI is changing significantly in fraud detection, be it in the banking, and I think he's coming to the insurance sector and financial sector, fraud detection, and threat anomaly detections. All of these AI is playing in that area as well. And if you take about retail, we all know that in Amazon, or someone showed a product of VHS to Netflix, all the AI recommendations that is coming is all due to because of the technology interventions. AI is playing a role in contributing and enhancing the customer experience. And if you ask about customer experience in our personal life, in my personal experience, we in the previous job in Jumeirah, what we did is like we used AI for doing two things. One is how can we upsell the rooms to the customers who come to us, and that is based on analyzing loads and loads of structured and unstructured data we have about the customers, and coming up with a recommendation around what is the most likely probable things they are likely to uptake. And we were able to upsell significantly and contributing to a significant percentage of market share, of revenue increase in terms of room sale. Same is the case with food orders. What we did is, all based on the customer preferences we had of the data we had of customers within our hotels, we were able to offer tailored cuisines where we can cross-sell restaurants from different hotels to our customers. So this is how we were trying to significantly use technology to actually upsell and cross-sell as well. So going on, so these are the areas where AI can significantly change in the current digital transformation. And if you think about it, even in the medical field, so if you talk about which functions are affected, every function is actually touched now, and it is actually start of a journey. So take off in an organization, if I take the HR department, they now have AI agents which are actually doing the CV screening, and it is able to do the shortlist and coming up with an intelligent list of profiles which is right suited for the particular for the particular role. That is in one function. If you take about finance, we have AI playing a significant role in actually automating all the repetitive functions. If you take commercial departments, and I spoke about the example, we were actually using AI to actually upsell, cross-sell things. So in every function, and if you take operations as well, we were able to offer housekeeping tasks speed up the housekeeping, cleaning activities with the help of automation. So it is touching in every facets of every of the organizations, and it is better that we join the ride so that we don't miss the boat as well. So that's what I would say.
Thank you so much for the insight. So I'm going to pass on the second question to Azam. What are the most pressing challenges organizations are facing in integrating AI into their digital transformation and strategies? And how do you think we can overcome these?
Thank you, Linoy. So when it comes to integrating AI in digital transformation strategies, organizations face many challenges, as AI is not a pleasant place to shift. It requires a fundamental shift in how companies operate, think, and innovate. Talking about the challenges, one of the biggest challenge organizations face is lack of in-house expertise in implementing AI projects effectively. Without the right expertise, scaling AI projects beyond pilot runs becomes nearly impossible. So organizations should educate their employees, conduct training programs, and the training should be at fundamental as how to use email or other similar tools. So we need to start from the basics. And once you have the basic training, you need to start with the small pilot run project, understand how AI tools works, as building the internal expertise is the key for successful AI adoption. Another major challenge is data readiness. AI relies heavily on data. Many businesses often lack the necessary data or have poor quality data, unsuitable for AI applications. So you need to implement data governance framework to have structured, real-time and high-quality data. Then there is a challenge of uncertainty. Where to implement AI? Today, organizations are under immense pressure where to implement AI in their digital transformation strategies. It's just like you are at a party and everyone is talking about AI and you are pretending that you know what they are saying, but back in your mind, you're asking yourself, where do I implement AI? Do I put AI in my coffee machine? Do I implement chatbot? Do I implement a predictive analysis solution? There are plenty of options to choose from. The point I'm trying to make here, AI should align with business goals, not trends. You need to identify core challenges where AI can create measurable impact, be it improving decision making, customer engagement, or improving inaccuracies. Then there is AI fear factors. We all have been hearing AI is coming for our jobs. There is a recent study shows that 40% of the employees feel like AI would take over their roles. Well, AI should not be seen as a villain. It's a co-pilot. It's not here to replace us. It's here to free us from the repetitive tasks and make us focus on what really humans do best, creativity and strategy. So organizations again need to educate their employees how AI will complement their roles rather than replaces them. Another misconception most of the organizations have that AI is very expensive. Yes, it is true for certain use cases, but there are many other use cases where you do not need to spend millions in investment. Powerful tools like ChatGPT can be easily integrated into businesses without breaking the bank. Many cloud providers today offer ready-made AI models, reducing upfront costs. So you need to start somewhere. Start with these small use cases and then scale up from there. So where do we go from here? Well, the future belongs to AI-powered enterprises, but only if we navigate these challenges with strategy, planning, and innovation. I will conclude with this. AI is not the future, it is the present. The companies that embrace it today will shape tomorrow. Thank you.
Very nice.
I'd just like to add some more. Right? So, you've got very good points which you talk about. One is the data quality, and garbage in, garbage out. We all heard about it, and I think it's very essential to put in a proper governance framework which has the right authority to ensure that only the right quality of data that comes into the data. Right? That's a very important thing to answer. And second thing is another very good point you said about not aligning to the trends. And to this effect, what we did in our previous organization is that we created a cross-functional teams where we had different, the best and brightest chosen from each of the departments. And this cross-functional team were tasked to come up with the business problems. What are the business problems which are plaguing the organization, and how we want technology or in this particular AI to actually help and augment that problem. So that kind of cross-functional team which has minds from different departments coming together, identifying the problems, listing out the potential solutions, and then leveraging and using technology to solve it. That is the kind of mantra we need to ensure that we consistently follow that through with the proper governance. So that will help overcome the challenges.
Thank you. Okay, so the next question is going to Awad. As AI continues to evolve, what do you envision the next major trends or breakthroughs that will shape the future of digital transformation? And you've also got another question here on the high-value use cases in the energy sector, as that is your expertise.
Okay, so just to follow up on the first question on the challenges, to make it simple, that there is a strategy that usually being followed, and we adopted that strategy to ensure that AI is successful within an organization. So this, you can take it as a tips, being in the industry for many years, what are the building blocks to ensure that AI is successful in your organization? So basically there are 5 things that you have to be done. Number 1 is the senior executive buy-in. And what I mean by that, people on the executive level believes that AI is a game changer and it will add value to the operation. If you don't have this buy-in from the CEO and the C-level, then there is nothing is going to move in the organization. You'll always hit the wall, face challenges in budget and resources, in commitment. So that's number 1. The second building block is to ensure that you have high value use cases, and use cases that can be demonstrated and taken to production. Because at some stage, you cannot be just doing POC. And this is what we have been hearing, many organizations doing POC, but they cannot move beyond POC. That means you have to pick a use case that related to a problem within your company, show a use case, show a demo of 2 weeks, 3 weeks. After that, you have to scale up. If you cannot scale up, this initiative will die. So that's the second building block, identifying high value use case. Number 3, which is essential, having the right infrastructure. And usually it should be cloud-based because you have a high volume of transaction, whether it's structure or unstructured, so you need a platform in that. And then number 4, which is crucial, is to have the right skill set. And skill set has 2 parts. Part on the business and part of in the AI. Basically AI engineers, data scientists, developers on BI, data engineers and machine learning, etc. And in the business, you need to have business translator who understand how to use this insight to make it actionable. And that's a big gap which is missing in many organizations. You don't have people at the business who can own the subject. So beyond, once AI finish and the system in production, people are not able to use it or not able to extract the value. And the last things, which is of course the data quality has to be in place, data accuracy, which comes as part of the organization maturity. These are the challenges that usually people has to crack to achieve AI. So what is the future of this? It's a question that people keep asking me, what is after AI? What is next? We have been developing classic AI, and then we have been developing some intelligent systems that can actually do automation, etc. But what is next? The big trend now, beyond ChatGPT and beyond the generative AI, is something called like human-like. So you develop an application that starts to mimic human thinking, but in a very advanced way. So example of that, you take a persona, in our case, let's say in ADNOC, we have a persona, people working on retail, doing category management. What is category management? Understanding what category that I need to put in my convenience store, from drinks to croissant to juices, etc. So this requires human thinking. Now there are applications that mix between AI and generative AI that can think like a human. So it's actually trained on how a human is thinking and start executing this advanced task beyond the normal traditional AI solution. That's what is coming next. On top of that, robotics will be integrated with generative AI that can do advanced tasks in manufacturing, in healthcare, take part of operations for patients, etc. These are the solutions that's going to come next. And what is also happening in the market now is cloud computing becoming more into augmenting, or what you call quantum computing. So you'll be able to process fast data coming from sensors, from CCTV, from any unstructured sources in a fast way that cannot be done in a traditional, let's say, data centers. And this is all will help generative AI and robotics to take next level. And you can see all this transformation happening in the next 12 months to 24 months, where a lot of robotics will be introduced in the market. We have seen Elon Musk coming with a new solution, which is Optima, that will help starting in home cleaning, after that kitchen items, and then it will go in manufacturing by 2027. And I'm sure that the UAE being a leader country in AI, you will see this, a lot of this in the market, and you'll see some organizations going to adapt that. In terms of examples of high use cases, I have been asked to give some of the few examples that I would like to share with you. That's something that we have done in ADNOC distribution. So starting by our flagship use case, which is called fuel demand prediction. This is a use case rolled out 3 years ago, and it helped to reduce the fuel runout across all our service stations in UAE. So what that means, when a customer comes to the service station at any time, morning, night, evening, he should be able to find the right fuel. We shouldn't have any situation of runout. So to implement that, we developed an advanced regression model that helped to predict in a very high accuracy of 96%. So usually human accuracy around 60 to 70 in order to predict what will be sold in every location, in every city in UAE. So with that, we are able to reduce the fuel runout, and we are ensuring that customers are always loyal to our services. The second use case that we have executed is around smart workforce. So we are able to automate and allocate more than 7,000 retail staff in our ADNOC service station dynamically without human intervention. So we have 3 shifts in every service station. People are assigned based on the transaction workload and based on the seasonality. So when it's Ramadan, number of people are less. When it's summer break, number of people are less. When it's winter, Christmas, New Year, number of people are increasing. So this is all done dynamically, and with that, the efficiency is around 10% in terms of manpower allocation, which direct impact on the operating cost. And this is all millions of dollars. When I talk about 7,000 employees are managed at that level. The third interesting use case, which is going to come very soon, is basically telling customer from the mobile application what is the queuing before arriving to any service station in UAE, and the queuing in the petrol station, in the car wash, in the loop service from your mobile phone, and that will be real-time integrated with Google services, but it uses AI and CCTV computer vision. So consumer will be able to pick which station to go that has the least waiting time. And while going on the way, we'll be able also to send you an offer because you understand your reality customer, your profile, your transaction. So it's more about personalization with operation excellence. This is just an example of use cases. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can see our panelists have a lot to say on AI. Please grab them for a coffee and they will supplement. I do want to leave you with this. For those in the room that have not, please go and read the McKinsey report. It is out now, 2025. And their highlights are only 1% of companies have actually reached AI maturity, but 92% are planning on increasing AI investments. 47% expect AI to change 30% of their work this year. As you can see, it's work smart, incredibly work smart. 71% trust their employees to deploy AI ethically, and 13% use AI for most of their daily tasks. So we have come a long way, but we've got a long way to go. I want to thank you very much for listening to our panel today. Thank you.